Greetings and welcome back to the mansion and to Isdar and of course to the Cataclysm. It is the third day of summer, very early in the morning, and it's drizzling outside. Isdar is, as you can see, very hungry, very thirsty. However, he's actually pretty happy at the moment because he enjoyed some dark cola and some energy cola. Now, in regards to the skills that he has worked on, as you can see, a lot of them are starting to rest. He's managed to get first aid up to 2, electronics up to 2, he's got fabrication up to 3, cooking up to 3. We're not doing too bad, all things told, and there are a number of items that I am thinking about working on. If we were to look at the types of things he can make now, and let's just go straight to arrows. There we go. We can now make heavy wooden arrows. They require 10 arrowheads, 10 heavy wooden arrow shafts, and 10 fletchings. These are probably the best arrows we can make. We can make sharpened metal arrows. We can make heavy fletched field point arrows. Or arrow, is that arrows? Yeah, it is actually arrows, yeah. 6 and 7, we've also got fletched field point wooden arrows, fletched fire hardened wooden arrows, fire hardened wooden arrows. We've got a lot of new things that we can work on. Specifically these ones, though, are the ones that are catching my attention. Damage of 12, an armor piercing of 5, a dispersion of 4, and a range of 8 added on to everything else. A heavy wooden arrow with fletching and a metal arrowhead. It's much heavier than other wooden arrows, and as a result, it does more damage and is more stable in flight, resulting in better accuracy over a longer range. Stands a very good chance of remaining intact once fired. Now, to make one of those, oops, I hit tab by mistake, we need components. We need arrowheads. We can make a stack of 10. We can need fletching. We can use various things to do that, plastic bags, for example. We also need heavy wooden arrow shafts, which requires a 2x4 for 10 each time. But there's one other thing that I'm interested in, and that is a quiver. We can make large quivers. We need 8 pieces of leather to make it, though, or 1 fully tanned hide. But the quiver holds 20 arrows. The large quiver holds 60. That is a huge upgrade. It still doesn't encumber us anymore. So I think this is what we're going to work on. Because in this episode, we are hopefully going to be heading out and killing quite a lot of food. Because we're pretty hungry at the moment. All right, let's have a look. Have we got anything that we can just break up? No, nothing at all. Fine, okay. Cancel. Right, let's head over here then. We want, on the tile that we're standing on, anything made of leather. So filter leather. No, nothing? Oh, that's not good. What about in here? Oops, wrong one. On this one there. Filter, oh, no. Alright then, fine, whatever. Damn it, game, stop doing this. It's basically swapping the filters around. It's being very unhelpful. Oh no, we haven't got anything with leather in it? That's not so good. Oh, well then, I guess we're not going to be making that quiver. Alright, well, there's other things we can do. Namely, we're going to work on just making a bunch of heavy wooden arrow shafts. 20 of to start with. There we go. And actually, I should have totally done that with a batch command, but oh well. And we now want, let's see, components, arrowheads. We're going to do batch mode, and we're going to make 2 arrowheads out of 6 scrap metal. There we go. Now that should mean that we've got 20 arrowheads, 20 heavy wooden arrow shafts. Now, finally, we need the fletching. And again, batch, we'll make 2 of. And we're going to use the plastic bags nearby. And that should give us all we need. Right, finally then. And this is going to be very nice. A heavy wooden arrow will be ours. 20 of them, in fact. Once again, batch 2 of. Failed to make the heavy wooden arrow and waste some materials. Oh no! That's terrible! What have we wasted? Did we flat out waste all of the materials? That is incredibly bad. Have we got enough to be able to make more? We do. Okay, we're going to do it one at a time this time. Scrap metal. And repeat that craft. Scrap metal. Oh, we failed. Okay, scrap metal. There we go. Now we want to make some more fletchings. I'm going to do it this way rather than using the batch mode, because if something does go awry, then at least we only waste the materials on one batch. Sorry, on one crafting amount. Our skill in fabrication has risen to 4? Wow, okay, I wasn't expecting that at all. Fantastic. And let's go for now the arrow shafts themselves. And once again. And finally, hopefully, maybe, heavy wooden arrow. There we go. You memorized the recipe for heavy wooden arrow. Oh, that's fantastic. So we've actually fully memorized it just from doing it. That's actually pretty cool. And there we go. I think we should now have 20 heavy wooden arrows. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to take the wooden arrows out of our quiver. We want to drop the field point wooden arrows down. Then we want to place in our quiver the heavy wooden arrows. Fantastic. I am very, very pleased. Okay then, we are now ready to go out and get ourselves some food. Let's see, is there anything in the... Is there really nothing in it? Oh, it's filtered. That would explain. Still, it's good enough. Let's bring you along. Just in case we can find something big to kill. We need some water. Let's stop dragging that around. I'm going to go grab a 2x4. And we're going to make just quickly a little bit of water before we continue on. There we go. Close that up. Drop the 2x4 here. And open up one of the doors. Apply our lighter to the brazier. Grab you. No, grab you. There we go. Now I'm going to pick up this gallon jug, and if we can, we're just going to make all of the clean water into the gallon jug. But just before I do, 25% of the way to fabrication level 4. I'm actually really, really impressed with that. Really impressed. But our hunger and thirst is becoming really bad, and our speed is dropping like a stone. So let's try and get that resolved. Let's go all the way over to food. Cooked corn dog. Yeah, okay. We'll have one. And then another. Then we'll eat both. 1, 2. Really, can we not cook any... Can we not make any clean water? There should be clean water that we can do here. There we go, clean water. Or, alternatively, let's have a look. We could make dandelion tea, which would be nice. What else is there? Cooked buckwheat. Let's go ahead and make some dandelion tea. Yeah, I think that would really cheer Isdar up a bit here. Should we fill a gallon jug with dandelion tea? No, I think that loses its class then. You pour your dandelion tea hot into the glass. Fantastic. Let's drink it straight away. Then make more of it. And we're going to continue making more of it until we're completely slaked. There we go. And once more. Fantastic. Right. Let's drink some of this delicious, delicious tea. Ah, perfect. Let's see if we can make some more. Go ahead and fill that up once again. Now what we're doing is we're just flat out using the water that's in the jugs underneath our funnels to make this. And the process of making the tea is purifying the water. It's boiling away the impurities. So it's saving us a little bit of time. But we do need a little bit more food. So we're going to have another corn dog or 2. Ah, you can no longer make that because we don't have any uncooked corn dogs. Okay, well, fair enough. Our speed is climbing, which is nice, but we do definitely need to sort that out before we go out. Make some cornbread. Boiled noodles. That's got a nutrition of 60. Yeah, okay, we'll make one boiled noodles and we'll eat that straight away. Okay. That barely even touched the sides. Isdar, I'm honestly, I'm impressed with your gastronomic feats at this moment. You are eating an awful lot of stuff. And not even slowing down. Let's keep going. We're just going to gobble up these marshmallows until you are no longer hungry. Or until I no longer have any marshmallows, which seems the more likely outcome from this exercise. Wow, Isdar. At least your speed is somewhat better. Can we still cook, maybe? No, we can't. Okay, well, that's fine. We're heading out, and, my lord. Isdar, seriously, that was terrible, man. Well, we may as well drop off the gallon jug and the 2 plastic bottles. There's no point in taking those with us. And I will also drop off the plastic bags, but I'll drop them off in here. There we go. Nice and clean inventory. Let's eat a vitamin whilst we're on the way. And when we come back from this, I am probably going to just check on the difficulty that would be involved in trying our hand at cutting out the malfunctioning bionics. Handle of dandelions, I'll take those. We have to gather the dandelions whenever we see the dandelions, for that is how we get dandelion tea. Also, what have I seen? I can see a dog, really? Dogs aren't dangerous. Yeah, let's harvest the blueberry bush. Oh, wow. 2 seeds as well. Oh, I like it. We could start farming blueberries. How delightful. Truly. Isdar is living the civilized life right now. Let's gather some more, even more seeds. Ah, this is fantastic. Many seeds. I think we'll actually start a farm pretty soon. I'm not sure if starting it in summer, well, to be honest, starting in summer probably will mean that we're not going to get a particularly good harvest, but we might still get something, depending on what we plant. Let's see. We've got a moose. Ooh. Now, the thing is, are we up to taking on a moose, Isdar? Only you can really tell us that. Also, gather the rocks. We can maybe eventually make a fireplace and then we don't have to worry about smoke. And that would be grand. We're going to just pick up all the rocks and then we'll eventually drop them all off into the wheelbarrow at the same time. But we are here to kill the moose. So let's get rid of all of the stuff that we're carrying now that we don't need to be carrying. We will drop all of these. I reinforced my pair of earplugs, by the way, because it's awesome. Stop interacting with energy. No, just keep going. If the moose attacks us, then we'll just pound him into the ground. Okay, we were attacked by a moose. Yes, stop. Moose, you are so utterly about to be killed. Or a reinforced machete. I'm just going to wallop you. Oh, wow. Hit our leg. Took a little bit of damage. Armor protected us. We did 23. We blocked some of the damage with our reinforced machete. The moose hits our torso, but the armor protected you. You dodged it. Well, we are actually properly taking on a moose. Just with, well, not with our bare hands, but we're taking on a melee with a machete. That's, you know, to be fair, given the size of a moose, I would be impressed. I'm definitely impressed. Is it running away? Oh, I'm not going to let you run away. You bloody moose. Take that! Critical hit! 33 damage. Your skill in marksmanship has increased to 3. Glorious. Absolutely glorious, I tell you. Right, we'll, no, we won't re-equip that, but we will butcher. Now, we harvest some usable bones, sinews, we skin the moose, harvest some fat. Ah, this is grand. Let's see, how much can we get? We've got 4 chunks of fat, 8 bits of meat, and what else was there? 12 bones and 2 raw pelts and 60 sinews. That is absolutely amazing. Pardon me, I just hiccuped. I hope that wasn't audible. I got knocked to the floor, really. I was having a good day up until then. Did I fall over again? No. Okay, good. Now I'll continue gathering up all the parts. We're not satisfied yet, but I'm really not sure that these particular arrows are meant for firing at squirrels. I guess we'll find out. Oh dear. This is why you don't do this. A pulped squirrel's corpse. Yeah, this is why you really need actual proper arrows for that, because there's really not going to be much left from a pulped squirrel's corpse. Thing is, the only redeeming factor there is that a squirrel's not going to have much meat on it anyway, so I'm not sure we're actually losing out. But yeah, we need to be aware that we shouldn't be using these heavy arrows to take on small wildlife like that. It is not the correct way to do it, in my opinion. Right, let's grab from you as well. We're actually getting a decent amount of stuff here. And more dandelions too. Though, of course, the more we... Ooh, what? There are crates? What? Why are there crates? There's a coyote nearby as well. Coyote is to the west. Rabbit. Really? Rabbit? No. Damn it. Damn it. Rabbit is running. Rabbit has gotten wind of my cunning plan to shoot it from afar. Ha-ha! Oh. Ha-ha! Ha-ha! Yes! Finally hit! Ah, good times. I am very much liking the range that we've got on these things. Really liking that. Alright, let's grab a few more dandelions whilst we're out here, and of course a few more rocks. But we should check on these. What on earth are these? Crate is firmly sealed. Oh, I know a way to get into that. Apply crowbar. What have we got? Oh, alright then. Just leaving incendiary grades and tear gas canisters out in the middle of nowhere. This is a military-grade incendiary hand grenade. Use this item to pull the pin and light the fuse. You will then have 5 turns before it explodes into a raging inferno. Throwing it would be a good idea. Tear gas canister. This is a canister grenade filled with noxious irritant. Use this item to pull the pin and light the fuse. It'll explode in 5 turns and start expelling a highly toxic gas for some time. This gas damages and slows those who enter it, as well as obscuring vision and scent. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. Let's see what we've got over here then. Apply. Where is my crowbar? That's B. Okay, that didn't work. Didn't work again. Isdar. There we go. Okay, we've got a heat pack. This is a chemical heat pack. It's used to treat sports injuries or heat food. It is usable only once. Meal ready to eat with an irradiated beef main course. And everything a hungry soldier needs. The contents will begin to rot once they're removed from this sealed bag. Disassemble it to get at its contents. A tin can of beans. Very well. An emergency oxygen pack. There's a small tank of compressed medical oxygen with a folding regulator and mask. Commonly used in emergency situations, it provides immediate relief from asthma attacks and smoke inhalation and can provide a brief burst of energy. Okay, well, I'm pretty happy with that little find there. Honestly, I was not expecting it at all. But these weapons, really. Well, you know, I guess we could keep them on us. I don't know. Seems really odd. We'll get all of these over there. A handful of dandelions can go in there. As can that. As can that. All the blueberry seeds. All of my rocks. How many rocks have I got now? I've got only 15 rocks. I don't consider this a good thing. We need more rocks. We need like 40 to make a proper fireplace. Not looking forward to having to gather all of those, but oh well. And no, I can't see him. He's moving away too fast. That's fine. I got a little bit too close before I tried to take a shot. Now, there are some seeds out here. There are also trees. I do have my axe, which means that we really are never going to want for wood. I could be in this area for a very long time, for years, and I would probably not get through all of the trees that are in this wood. So we're good for that. What else have we got? We have got a rock. I'm starting to get very hungry though. Yeah, we'll take a handful of dandelions there. We will take these dandelions. What else are we going to find? There is a turkey and a bear to the west. Do I dare tangle with a bear? Is Isdar really that stupid? I think he is. I think he is. And he's going to regret it, isn't he? Good hit. Critical hit. We need these to hit, Isdar. Good hit. Good hit. Ha-ha! One slain bear. Ah, Isdar, you are becoming very good at this whole hunting malarkey. And it'll only get better as you spend more time out here doing it. Or reading books. One or the other, it doesn't really matter too much. And butcher. You harvest some usable bones, sinew, you skin the bear, you halve some fat, and you butcher the corpse. Absolutely glorious. Right, we've got 4 fat, 8 meat, bone, 1 pelt, not 2, but same amount of sinew as we got from the moose. Okay, well, how much volume is there? We've still got loads of room in there as well. Thing is, are we going to be able to preserve all of this meat? That's the question that I'm most worried about at this point, because we are, you know, out here taking care of the wildlife, and wildlife does respawn from what I understand, so I guess as long as we do something to preserve it, you know, it doesn't need to be for especially long, but just long enough for the wildlife in the vicinity to recover a little bit. That's all we need. How about things over here? Got more dandelions, more rocks. And I actually think we're going to head back. Oh, hello. I just realized I'm surrounded by things. Take that. And that. And that. No. Maybe that. Maybe. There we go. Now, we only got 1 heavy wooden arrow. We butcher the corpse. What did we get? Chunk of meat. Okay, well, fair enough. It's good enough for me. And what did we get over here? Now, the thing is... Was that bad meat? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure on that one. Oops, I've got a text. Let me put my phone down. That rarely happens. Let's see. We'll also take that. We should, in fact, be good. Okay, well, that, I would say, was a pretty stonkingly good hunting trip. We killed a bear and we killed a moose. I don't think you can have a hunting trip better than that, honestly. I think if you went out and asked a woodsman, hey, woodsman, what would you call a really good hunting trip? The first thing that he would think of is, well, if I went out and I killed a bear and I killed a moose. Exactly that. Isdar is amazing. And we're almost back home because I recognize all of these blueberries that we have harvested from. And we've got loads more rocks. Ah, this is going good. Won't be a patch on the amount that we need, but still, we've got a fair old chunk of food. At the very least, this should see us for a little while. We'll park the cart right there. We'll leave that door open as well. Also, we're going to put everything in our inventory in terms of rocks in there. Oh, 23 actually. We're really close. Ooh, we're 2 off. Oh, that is awesome. I mean, that is really, really good. I approve. In fact, I'm going to quickly go out and get 2 more rocks. There's 1 and there's 2. We could build ourselves a little fireplace. Now, I'm not sure what a fireplace would look like. Is it a single tile thing? Does it have to go up against the wall? I don't know. But let's have a quick look. There should be somewhere Build a wood stone fireplace. 1 tool with hammering 3 and 1 tool with digging of 2 or more. Okay. Get items. Well, actually, let me get them out of there normally. We need a... Where's the shovel? I mean, I've got a hammer with me. Reinforced hammer, no less. Wait a second. Why wasn't my hammer showing up as being with a hammering of 3? Yeah, it's got a hammering quality of 3. Let me go and have a quick look in here. Is this where my shovel is? Are you hiding my shovel in here? Damn it. Let's see. Tools. Shovel will be down the bottom because this is ordered. Ah, there we are. Yes, I will take you. Also, at some point, we really do need to reinforce this shovel. Right, okay. Now, why? Why is it not showing up? Oh, requires skill 2 in construction. Drat. We are being foiled by one tiny little skill up. Okay, well, we'll have to get that done a bit later. Okay, well, before I let you go, let's quickly go and get our food done. Drop the 2x4 there. Apply our lighter. Boom. No. Damn it, I did the wrong thing. Apply the lighter there. And we should be good. Right, now, let us have a quick look at all of the glorious food that we can make. We can make meat jerky. We can make cooked fruit. Oh, actually, okay, the blueberries can be used. Like jam, only without sugar. Deluxe cooked oatmeal. We can use the blueberries instead of the honey or the maple syrup. Let's go through. Cooked blueberries just by themselves. It's like a blueberry jam, only without sugar. Cooked meat, we already know. A sloppy joe. 2 bread, 1 red sauce, 1 chunk of meat. A sandwich consisting of ground beef, onions, and tomato sauce served on a hamburger bun. This food is perishable and will eventually rot. That food looks awesome. 125 nutrition. Wow. Fruit leather. 1 honey, 1 maple, and 1 blueberry. Oh, okay. Dried strips of sugary fruit paste. Nutrition of 18. It's not particularly good. Bean rice. Baked beans. Slow cooked beans with meat. Tasty and very filling. This food is perishable and will eventually rot. Enjoyability of 8. 1 beans, 1 chunk of meat. 1 maple syrup or honey. Cornbread, bone broth. Takes 10 bones and some water. Tasty and nutritious broth made from bones. Has a quench of 30 and a nutrition of 20. That's actually pretty good. Cracklins. We can use the fat and make cracklins. I'm not too big on that idea. Dandelion tea. Hamburger helper. Chunk of meat, cheese, spread, and water. Some mac and cheese with ground meat added, enhancing the flavor and nutrition value. That's a nutrition of 60. Deluxe beans and rice. So with a chunk of meat, 5 seasoned salt. Oh, wow. So nutrition of 108. Slow cooked beans and rice with meat and seasonings. Tasty and very filling. This food is perishable. Okay. Broth. Cooked dandelion greens. Cooked leaves from wild dandelions. Tasty and nutritious. This food is perishable. Okay. Well, that's pretty good, actually, for dandelions. A nutrition of 20. Now, here's the interesting stuff. Tallow. A smooth white block of cleaned and rendered animal fat. It will remain edible for a very long time and can be used as an ingredient in many foods and projects. Because obviously, tallow can be used to make candles and things like that. It smells horrible. Don't ever buy a tallow candle. I mean, it might be in your head. It's like, oh, this is like authentic. Yeah, it is. But it's made with animal fat. It smells of animal fat. It smells of cooking animal fat when you light it. Don't. Speaking from experience on that one. Bad experience. Right. We can make granola, tasty and nutritious mixture of oats, honey, and other ingredients that has been baked until crisp. That is nice. It will not, also, this is really nice, will not, it isn't perishable. That is fantastic. The nutrition value on that is amazing. Meat jerky, a chunk of meat. Salty, dried meat that never goes bad, but will make you thirsty. And then finally lard. A smooth white block of dry rendered animal fat. It will remain edible for a very long time and can be used as an ingredient in many foods and projects. Oh, okay. I imagine we've got a lot of stuff down here that requires lard. In fact, I'm fairly certain we've got something that requires bone broth as well. Let's have a quick look. I think there's like a soup or something that requires bone broth. Hard tack. If we only had 2 flour, we'd be able to make that. Wood soup. Here we are. Bone broth, chunk of meat, dried beans or dried rice. A nutritious and delicious soup made of gifts of nature. This food is perishable and will eventually rot. 140 nutrition. That... Oh, you could use pine needle tea if you didn't have the bones or the broth. That is absolutely amazing. Fried dandelions. You need tallow or lard. Ah, there we are. Wild dandelion fires that have been battered and deep fried. Very tasty and nutritious. Okay. Let's see what else we've got so we can decide on what we really want to make. We're not going to be able to make any pies. Well, let's have a look at the meat. Since if we just go over to the meat, it'll give us a bit more of an idea. Wood soup there, smoked meat, clam chowder, hamburger, taco, royal beef. You'd need royal jelly with that. Chunk of meat with a coat of royal jelly over it. It's a lot like a honey-baked ham. Okay. Dried meat. We need a food dehydrator. Okay, well, maybe we can find one of those at some point. Meat soup. Raw spaghetti. 2 chunks of meat. A nutritious and delicious hearty meat soup. This food is perishable and will eventually rot. Okay, so that requires 2 chunks of meat. How is it different to wood soup? It only requires 1 chunk of meat. Oh, okay. The meat only adds 20. And actually reduces the enjoyability. No, I don't think I would go for that. Sap soup? 2 human fleshes. Oh, dear lord. Okay, I think I know what I'm going to make. First and foremost, is the fat going to go bad? That's one thing I need to know. Get items. Is the fat going off? Because if it is, then I need to use it quickly. Raw pelt. I don't see it. Where is the lard? Yeah, there we are. Chunk of fat. Okay. Then we do want to cook it. Right. Okay. Let's get that going very quickly. So we're going to go with lard because I want it for cooking rather than build. Well, actually, the only lard recipe I've seen can be used with lard or tallow, so we may as well use both. Let's go ahead and make it all. And I'm going to do it the slow way to try and capitalize on our skill gain. Never mind, it is now too simple to train. Okay, so the next thing we want to do, we can now make meat jerky if we wanted to. Fried dandelions if we wanted to, we don't. We want to make bone broth. And you know what, maybe I should just go ahead with this one because we're going to be using up water for that and I don't have too much of that. So make 2 bone broths, please. You don't have anything to... Oh, really? Don't I? Oh, man. Right, okay. Plastic bottle and the gallon jug. There we go. Let's try. You can no longer make that craft. Those 2 components are missing. Oh, right. Never mind. Let's go over here. We want bone broth. Where are you? Delicious bone broth. There we go. Is this going to work? Damn it. I did it the wrong way. Okay, well, K. And, yeah, we'll do it again. You can no longer make that craft. These tools are missing. Hot plate. Ah, okay. So the fire went out while I was crafting that one. Damn it. Ah, how frustrating. Just because I didn't do the batch. Now, well, at the same time, it is kind of cheaty. But from what I've been told, if you start a batch cooking process whilst there's a fire, then effectively it will complete that batch process even though you didn't have enough fuel to do the whole batch, if that makes sense. And, yeah, it's not very good, really, is it? And let's go ahead and make another one. It's going to take us a long ass time to do it, but it's fine. There we go, come on. There we are, fantastic. Go ahead and put it into that bottle. Right, now then, we want to make, if we can, let's see, we can make the wood soup. This seems fantastic to me. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, wow, actually. Can I use... Oh, I can use cooked dandelion greens for this. Alright. I'll make one of them. Because this is probably going to be all I need. I'll use the dried rice. And... oh, wow, okay. Let's put it in a plastic bottle. And immediately eat this and see how it goes. Wow. Straight down to hungry and thirsty. That was fantastic. From one thing. If only there was an easier way of preserving all of this meat so I could just keep using it like that. But no, that was a pretty good little hunting expedition, I feel. I think we did fantastically well. We got exactly what we needed out of all of that. I am going to drop off the tallows here, though. I don't want to be carrying that around. There's really no reason to. We have one... well... let's go ahead and drink some dandelion tea. There we go. One can't just have a meal without tea. But that is the end of this episode. Isdar is learning the ways of nature and the forest. And I can only imagine the Sparkles is very relieved to hear this. But in the next episode, I fancy we've got enough food for now. And I don't feel like just sitting down and reading more books. I think we should head out here to this evac shelter. See what's going on there. And then once we've done that, perhaps head up in this direction. I mean, we can already see this police station. Might be interesting to find out. But we really need a hacksaw. That is still one of the highest priority items for us to find. So hopefully we can make that a reality. But that is it for this episode. I do hope you enjoyed and I hope you will join me for the next. But until then, and as always, do take care.